It's ready. It's ready. Are you ready for a new segment I like to call My Fucked Up Throat? My dry throat. Called Yoshi's Story. No, I'm just kidding. This segment here is much like cool box art. This is abused games. We have this wonderful Twitter account. Hold up, I thought I changed the category. Eh. Let's change the title to attract more victims. I mean, viewers. These games are looking for new homes. Could you possibly be their new forever home? This account's been around since 2013. However, they recently jumped ship. I guess gave up. But they were doing a good service helping these games. Let's work our way backwards. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for the N64. Tested working. Which I'll be surprised if we see any cartridges that aren't working. I've been collecting for over 10 years. And I could recall off the bat, off top, every single cartridge that I've come across that didn't work. Now, usually some alcohol, and if it's really bad, you gotta get in there and, like, put some abrasive to the contacts. And then they work. These things were built to last. It had one NES cartridge that didn't work. It was beat to shit. It was Project something or other. Has a Kung Fu guy on the front. Not Kung Fu. I think it had like a crosshair. Can't remember the name of the game. Everything else has worked. Oh, and there was a a Pokemon Stadium cartridge sold as is because it didn't work. And when we got home and opened it, the board had a crack in it, like a fracture. Just completely one piece of it, the traces weren't able to reach. So it didn't work. Other than that, pretty much hundreds of games have passed my hands, and I've gotten them all to work. And I think there was a Mario and Luigi Partners in Time that didn't work. It also didn't have a front label. The point is, anyway, tested working authentic, label bad, condition acceptable. We got a N64 big ass brick adapter that attaches to the back of the system, which not that good of an idea, I think. I think I just would have appreciated it if it was part of the system. You know why? Because if you have a center console, not a center console, an entertainment console, and you're setting up all your cables and shit, it's gonna be really awkward to feed this, depending on your situation. If you have a little hole you have to stick it through, first you have to stick the plug end through, fish it through, and then go to the other side, which sometimes isn't viable. It's a pain in the ass. It might have been a good idea, but should have just left it like most consoles. It's not like the thing would heat up anyway. It's not like an Xbox 360 where you have to have it as cool as possible because it'll melt otherwise. Anyway, what was the point of this segment? So I think the kid wrote their name first. They wrote their name first. And then decided they wanted to write the title on. So they started writing it. And they're like, oh shit. Well, I guess I'll keep writing here. Pro Skater 2. And then they're like, wait, this is weird now, because now it's Tony Hawk Sirchemel Pro Skater 2. They're like, oh shit, that's not the title. Cross it out. That's how you're left with this. That's awesome. Yeah. I'd write my full name sometimes. Some of them I wrote in pencil. So you can see like tiny atoms left of lead. Or graphite, I should say. But at some point I cleaned them all with a magic eraser. Toy Story, Super NES, working. Label is peeling off. Condition good. It's upside down. Oh, it's good condition? Yeah. Good condition, huh? Bro, there's an acceptable option for a reason. I don't think this is good. You can see some crust in here. This always gets full of shit in here. You can see a little white shit. They didn't even clean. It looks like part of the label flaked off on the carpet here. I love it. Yeah, it looks like it's been flaking all over. Here's some black flake here. I find it funny. I don't know. I take such good care of my shit now. Maybe not as a kid, but I take such good care and I clean everything. And then there's people online selling their shit. Like, they didn't even bother to flip the image around. I wonder if they sold this. It's sad in a way. Yeah, instead of Toy Story, this is Story Yacht. Story Yacht. Tonic Trouble. A game that sadly did not save without a controller pack. And I never had one. So I had to play the opening of the game over and over again. Tested and working. Okay. Game cartridge only. Acceptable. Alright. I guess it's acceptable by someone's standards. We got a nice green. Much like the... It's pretty close to the color of the main character. It's part of it got scratched all the way through. Wonder what happened to cause this. Possibly sat face down in a puddle to get that peeling to that degree. A nice patina on the corners. Nice patina. Sadly, this is not a coin. So that's probably not desired. But it is testing and working. It's testing and it's working. Yeah. This kind of stuff is super easy to clean. Like, you barely need a magic eraser to clean this. It's paper towel, even a tissue, rubbing alcohol. Get it right out. And if you want to go crazy, you can hit it with the magic eraser to get some of the bigger scratches out. But that label... You could get a replacement label online. But it's almost not worth it. Especially if the game isn't worth a lot. Because, like... I mean, I guess if it's for your personal use, then yeah, I could see getting a replacement label. That's acceptable. That's acceptable condition. If you're gonna sell it, then it becomes more of a it's not worth it. You pass it on to someone and maybe they'll do it, right? Because if the game is cheap anyway, it's like you're just putting money into an already cheap thing. Banjo-Kazooie, a great game. Authentic. Tested. I really think we're not going to see any that are sold as is, not... You might get some not tested, but no one's going to outright come out and say that it doesn't work. Because if you clean it with alcohol, the contacts, it's going to work. These things were built like fucking... like tanks. No label. Acceptable. Yeah. Yeah, you want to look out for the untested ones, because that means it's freaking broke. Banjo-Kazooie. A sad little eye here. I think my handwriting would have been something like this. By 5th grade. Doing fucked up eyes. I have terrible handwriting. Might be more careful if I were writing a title out, though. Yes, this discoloration here does look like sun damage. And then you get this cross here, which tells me the label was peeled off in layers. This cross was first to come, basically. This happened to it first, right? And then it got sun damaged. It got a little bleached, and this part right here got bleached with the sun. And then finally, the rest was just outright peeled off. And that's why it's a different color. Yeah, like a scratch-off ticket. It almost looks like someone went in and paint with a paintbrush. This kind of looks like superimposed, like photoshopped in. Almost looks like Banjo-Kazooie. A crusty guy. You get a custom label. That'll be good to go. The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time N64 cartridge. Tested. Condition good. What goes on here? What is this? I really don't like this. What is this? See that? What is that? I need to know before I buy this. You can see the faint outline of the logo here. And I think someone wrote possibly their name here. But then deteriorated again. And then they went over these spots in black marker. Good condition. Plus dirt. You got some dirt. Check this out. I feel like that's a rare part to get grime in. Because it's not that much of a sort of trap for dirt. You would think it would just fall off here. This tells me this is extremely grimy. Good condition. This is like looking at gore. This is analyzing gore. Except why would they bother shopping this? Condition good. Squidward smells good. A wonderful game from 1994. You look at this angle they took the photo at. It's like a cockpit. It's like an awkward angle. DK was spared. And some bees. Snakehead. It's like they tried to make it look big. I send this to you at 3 a.m. You up? Who up donking they Kong? You got, this is real nasty. Because not only is it scratched, but it's brown. I don't think the underside of the label was brown. It's real nasty. This is common to see, where the edge gets scraped off. What you could do, this is a bad example because the back of the print here is the Donkey Kong trees. Excuse me. So it's dark green. Maybe if you could find the right color marker, but usually it's black. The background is black here. So you take a black marker and you fill in the spots here. That is if the rest of the label looks okay. Then it looks totally fine. Or if it has little pinholes, you could do that on the black background of the SNES carts. Donkey Kong Country starring Donkey Kong and no one else. No one else is in this game. This is the Poison Lake level. What if they made a level where a fog descends upon DK Isle? An ominous fog. What then? Here we go, Glover. Game only Glover. Only Glover. What? Condition good. Classic. That's just a classic move. The condition is good. Now, what could have happened here? Saying nothing of the crust. There was some real lack of care here. This was in someone's collection. And they had multiple they had multiple cartridges with fucked up labels. So they went and they wrote the title of each one. And at some point they mixed up Powerpuff Girls, Chemical X, or whatever the game was called. And then tested it afterwards? Oh, I see what happened. They confidently wrote PPG here. Sometime later, they popped the game in to play and realized they had Glover. And by then, they couldn't find the same marker. But they had this weird thick blue marker, so they used that. And they're like, let me, so no one gets confused, let me scratch the old title off. They did a great job. I can't tell that was PPG there at all. It's like, no one cares. No one cares anymore. No one cares. You got a little bit of label. If you're really smart, like me, you know that's Glover just by looking at it. Just by seeing the green. You have to be a genius. You see some of the smoke from the volcano. Cross stitches here. Hell yeah. I love this. Man. And then they went and tried to sell it. Which, if you know about Glover, it's not a very rare game at all. There's an infamous story about how they fucked up. I forget the numbers, but they added an extra 0 when they ordered cartridges. I don't think they made their money back. DKC 2. One of the best games. Authentic used. It's authentically used. Condition. Acceptable. Now, I know this. I know this sort of goop. This shitty paint that I think usually comes with sparkles. I know this because once it sticks to a surface, it hardens and it never comes off. I had a window in my house one time that had like a glop of this. And I remember my friend used to live in that house. So when she left as a kid, that glop of paint never left. This kid's craft bullshit. It probably ruined so many things that piss parents off. Yeah, this is the Grimace special. This is what happens when you drink the shake. You can see it kind of going onto the cartridge, to the label here. Interesting, because I think it like seeped in since it's paper, whereas on here it sticks like hard, but here it like stained it. See, this is archaeology. This is archaeology, and this is history. This is anthropology, and what's the other thing? I'm drawing a blank here. It was in my head, but it left. Oh. The murder scene thing What's it called? Not autopsy. It's like I can words. I have a good vocabulary, I swear. You know what I mean. Got some nice hairline scratches here. The classic. We need a name for this. The peeling on the edge. Edging. No. I'm sure it has an actual name. It was probably coined by like book collectors. Yeah. You can see some of the sparkles. I think what happened here, I think the purple stuff has sparkles in it. So they partially wiped this, but the sparkles were left. Something like that. What? Authentic, tested, working. Resident Evil 2. They got both the they optimized their title here. And this is acceptable. Is this like this might be the same substance as before, the cartridge before. Or it could be liquor blood. I think it's liquor blood. We need a real RE head to tell us what color the liquor's blood is. And we have a nice price label that absorbed years of dirt and grime and gave it a nice brown color. And then surface scraping here, like it was dragged across a table. Real nice. I wonder how clean I could get this if I had one in this condition. It really is really hard to properly clean collectibles sometimes if it's properly fucked up. I try my best. But sometimes there's not much you could do. Like a doctor. We lost him. Time of death, 10:44 p.m. Clay Fighter Sculptor's Cut. Rough. Oh yeah, that's rough. Tested and works. Acceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, a $500 game. If the label was intact, it'd be like 1,000. That is so sad. Gotta look this up on price charting, see how much it went for. Got the cheapest bulk Amazon stand here for the rarest N64 game. Not to brag, but my copy doesn't look anywhere as bad as this. Jake went to Blockbuster when they were closing and got a copy. If only he knew how expensive it would be, then maybe he would have taken care of it. We could clean that right up. That could come out easily with a little patience. Alcohol, Q-tip. The label is a lost cause. See, this is definitely worth getting a replacement for, even if you plan on selling it. See, you put a little time and effort in, you could probably sell it for more. Jake, you should have came to me. I could have helped you sell it. Even with my cut, I could have made you some more money. Yeah, I would just unscrew, doop, doop, take the front off, and dip that bad boy. Leave it sitting face down in some alcohol. And just take the rest of this off. This could go. This could go. There's barely any of it left. Look at that. Clean it up. Slap a label on there. Then it'll be acceptable. Authentic. Laws. Ocarina. Yep. Custom label. Yeah, custom label. That is kind of cute. That's acceptable, yeah. I'll say that's acceptable. They get a pass. They get an A for effort. Well, B plus. They put a little love into it. They even put some shading on here. Not bad. But the rating, ESRB, Nintendo, that's not what the seal looks like or the logo. They took the logo and the seal of quality and combined it. It's cute. You got the Triforce here. I think this is imbued with spirit. This cartridge became someone's fairy. Knife Edge. What a dumb name. Nose Gunner? Is that the subtitle? Coffin. Got a nasty. I got some gunk in my throat. Authentic, tested, and working. There's excitement here. There's enthusiasm here. Working, exclamation mark. Acceptable. I do believe acceptable is the next to last rating. Because you could do working or for parts, and then acceptable. Kemco. Oh, this sort of thing. I hate that. Awful. Where the label's like, not only did it get like scratched, but it got its shit pushed in. Oh man, there's some nastiness going on here. Have the side bites here. Looks like it was sitting in a dirty puddle. Sad. A classic case of diseased label. Huh. Augie's Wrecking Balls. Good condition. See, I don't know about that. What does it say here? Something settings. Huh. Let's not be too nosy here. I wonder what substance covered this. The fade to purple here leads me to believe there was black permanent marker here. Because some permanent marker fades to purple. I'm not too familiar with Iggy and his balls to know what color the cartridge normally is, the label is. So I can't make much more of a call on that. However, it is tested and authentic. The logo's in good shape. We know what game it is. You can see his fucked up looking face. Dude, creepypasta? Iggy Wrecking Balls Nights? Five Night at Iggy's? Iggy Fastballs? I should play this game. Check it out one day. Oh boy. Turok Rage Wars. Authentic, acceptable. Game do not touch. Bitch. That's a new one. A curse. We gotta we gotta swear on the cartridge. It was property of Blockbuster at one point. It has this nasty clear label that I hate getting off of things. It's the kind of label that even if you hit it with a heat gun, it leaves like nasty sticky shit on the label. So this is a pain in the ass to get off. I would not pick this up for myself, at least. Now, here's the thing. I believe I'm trying to figure out, is this the black cartridge version or the gray? And that makes a difference. We could tell if it's worth $100 or $15. Because the gray Rage Wars Gray a couple of years ago was $100. Now it's worth even more, of course. I can't wrap my head around what the original color was, though. Because it looks like it was hit with a black marker. And then this writing is like the marker cleaned off. But that wouldn't make much sense, I think. I think the cartridge itself is black here. And then this marker is white? Bitch. why does a bitch have quotation marks? Bitch. Game do not touch. Bitch. Someone's name, I think. I think what they were trying to say is this is so and so's game. Do not touch. Bitch. Truly, there's truly a story here. Environmental storytelling? Yo, did Bethesda develop this game? You think a Chad owned this cartridge? just mesmerizing. Here we go. Now, this is pretty fucked up, but for some reason they changed this account changed their banner. And their banner used to be the infamous Diddy Kong Racing cartridge. You know the one. If you know, you know. But I wonder if we'll see that on here. If we don't see it by the time we get to the end of it, then I'll pull it up. You just know when you see it. Man, it's like he's racing through a fog level. I wonder what physically has to happen in order for this to happen. I think this is like surface scratching plus water, because when you see like little flakes like this, as it has a certain pattern to it when it has water damage, and that's really bad because just touching the label causes it to flake off. I had a Castlevania NES box that I bought online, which had severe water damage, which if I were in person, I wouldn't have bought it. But when I got it, I realized, oh, this is literally falling apart in my hand. So I luckily I upgraded it. I have a good copy of the box, but I fucking sold it as soon as I could because it looked like this. It was so flaky. It's like dandruff. It's nasty. Mario Party 2. I still need to get a copy. This is the best Mario Party. Even though I don't like Mario Party that much because I'm really, really bad at it. Acceptable. Fast shipping. We could get this to you stat. Fast shipping. The fastest shipping. Look at his console. Sorry. That's just nasty. Come on, just clean your shit. I beg of you. I physically can't live next to stuff like this. I can't just let this be. I don't know if it's my OCD, germophobic nature, but I just can't own something like this. I have to clean it. Yeah. Still have some water left. Oh yeah. Here's a classic case of directional sun damage. This was probably sitting in a case or something, facing the window. Only this side, though. Only this side got the sun damage. This got some sort of other damage. Also, he didn't bother taking it out of the console before he took a pic. Damn. Some people are fucking lazy. The little production button here. That's where where they pull it off. They pull the shell off of the mold when they make it. Most cartridges have it behind the label, so it's not visible. But in this case, it's one of Mario's eyes. It's his iris. Please clean your shit. Please. Please. I beg of you. Super Mario Kart Racing. I know that's like the genre, but it's funny. It's like a alternate universe title for the game. Authentic working. Fast ship. That is not a ship. Good condition. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. Even the spine label here isn't even there anymore. You got the classic EB Games price tag here. Oof, look at them. Look at them screws. That's corrosion. Condition good. Racing. No mention about if they tested it or not. And this corrosion tells me that the contacts were probably fucked up. And if he stuck it in his system, if he had one still, it probably wouldn't work right off the bat. And thus, no mention of testing here. Forensic. I'm a forensic analyzer. This is forensics that we're doing here. "30 years on the force, and I've seen some fucked up shit. It's just another day for me." Got some nice grime. Grime likes to get up in here. Up in there. It's classic. Please don't show people how I live. Kirby 64. My favorite Kirby. Untested. Yeah. Acceptable. I didn't test it. Yeah, you just buy it here. I didn't test it. I guess I could give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe he didn't have a system to test it with. But if they're selling it alongside a system and it has a power cord and everything, you know that shit is broken. Classic grime here. Two different sorts of soil here. This got possibly stained by oil. And then this is like water / regular surface scratching. What is this? You got some green gunk in here. That's rare. Usually it's just black or brown. Got the mold here. You could almost see Kirby a little bit. That's his feet. Boyo. The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Good. Ghost Edition. I wonder how a label gets faded in this way. It's almost like it was sitting face down in a puddle, and then they pulled it up in time to save the paper itself, but not the ink. Like, it was too late for the ink. So that slid right off. They said, well, might as well dab it with a paper towel. Yeah. You know what it looks like? It looks like when they're trying to do like a promo image of a system early in development, and they have no actual like game production art at the ready, so they just do a white label here. Like this was even before the Ultra 64 was its name. You need some black marker here. Super Mario 64 Space World Beta. You never know. Another Diddy Kong. Oh yeah. Oh, look at that. That's straight up motor oil. And it's still on there. Like, at least wipe it off, man. Come on. Just wipe it off. They were changing the oil in the carts. Literally. This is a Pit Crew copy. They had this at Jiffy Lube. Love it. You got this scratch going up the middle. Then you have a little thumb marks scratch here. You got your grippers on here. That's where your thumb goes to pull it in and out of the cartridge. Oh yeah. You got some physical scratching here on the bevel, the label bevel here. Oh yeah, this is a good one. This one's good. This might be passable. I might keep this in my collection. If I found it for $1, buy it, clean it up real good, little magic eraser. You don't need this part of the label. It can sit in my collection. If I didn't already have one. Maybe this one truly is acceptable. Rest well. Not working! 5 times. N64 Mario Kart sold as is. Oh man. Dude, someone was selling this shit off. Someone was dumping their stock. Buy the dip. Laid bare. Guts and all. Oh, for a second here I thought he had them ordered by condition. To see it gradually get worse, but well, maybe. These are debatable. Otherwise, yeah. Yo, another PPG? See that? Is this also Powerpuff Girls? Maybe PPG is a store of some sort? Maybe that's the story there. The background here is all styrofoam. This is a big sheet of styrofoam. I wonder what they needed this for. Maybe it's a huge block that they cut into smaller pieces as they need it. I wish I had that. I wish I had one of those machines that's like has like a wire. It's like a metal wire that gets really hot, so you could pass stuff through and cut it into shape. I wonder how much one of those would cost. Yeah. I'm much more lenient on the back cart label of the cartridge. They get fucked up all sorts. Because to me, it's like as long as I have one copy of the back label in my collection, you know, the rest could get fucked up. Because it's just copies of the same thing, basically. I think there is like a unique little code that tells you which factory it came off of. But I don't really care about that much. Sold as is. I wonder if they were tested at all. They look like they're okay. You have the bottom plate, this little black plastic plate here that sits in the bottom of the cartridge. It's on the N64. It's a separate little part. At least some of these have to work. Yeah. If you know your electronics, you could probably fix it. It's probably doable. Gotta buy them bulk. It's a narrow, I think it's a narrow situation where you'd want to buy these. You need like a shop, maybe. You need a shop. You need to be knowledgeable on how to fix these if they truly are fucked up. At least they're clean. Labels are fucked up, but it's clean. So they have that going for them. Although I would have cleaned this up. These nasty spots here. And I think these are bite marks. Oh yeah, someone was chewing on this. You know who you are. Yeah. I don't know. Good luck. Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Gold cart. Authentic. No label. Works great. Dude, this shit works great. It plays the game like you wouldn't believe. Acceptable. Bro? Why is your car got buzz on it? That shit fuzzy. The Legend? Dude? The Legend of Zelda. Period. Majora's Mask. He had to put his foot down. He had to make it a declarative statement. Easily cleanable. However, as you know, Majora's Mask came with the lenticular label. So I don't think they make those as a reproduction. And if it's a gold card, it only came with a lenticular label. The rare one is the gray one with a regular label. So you're gonna kind of have a Frankenstein at the end. Again, if it's for your personal shit, go for it. Dr. Mario John? Cartridge only? Acceptable? Dude, it's him. It's Dr. Mario John. Whatever's left of him. What happened here? Oh, I know what happened. This was some sort of label on top, or a sticker. See that? Square going on here, and then they ripped it off. And along came most of this. In a weird fashion where the corners are still there. And then you got the regular thick marker, and that shit seeped in. Look at that thickness of the font here. Oh yeah, he let that marker tip linger. That shit was lingering on there, bro. Yeah, it was probably like a Play and Trade. No, Play and Trade would have known better. They had a better sort of thing going on. This was probably that stupid see-through Blockbuster label. They're like, oh, this could come off. Well, oh man, this shit is endlessly funny to me. I don't know. Dr. Mario John. That's his brother. There's Dr. Mario and there's Dr. Mario John. Or is that J-O-A? That might be initials. John Oliver Aston. Oh, shit. Here we go. Holographic. That's not holographic, by the way. That's lenticular. No, get your shit together. Oh yeah, that might be a dog situation here. Although, I'm gonna go ahead and say no, because you'd see those canine marks around it, right? This looks like it fell directly on its corner. That's what that is. Yeah. Yep. Got a case of the old it fell on the corner. Yep. Yep. Seen this a million times. That's the old corner right there. There's the corner. That's the corner that don't come off there. You can see the plate here. The back of the cartridge here, I think. No, that's part of the inside. But here's metal casing, to the weird casing that the N64 boards have that are on there for some reason. I guess it's RF shielding or some shit. No other cartridges really had that. Just the N64. Because it's high tech. Guys, we're not doing CDs, so we're gonna need RF shielding on our fucking cartridges. We're gonna be in the hole financially. Man, this was really unfortunate because, you know, Nintendium doesn't break easily. Yeah. But also, I think the FCC regulates that. Has some shit to do with radio frequencies. And like consumer electronics like have to have that. The shielding. In my expert opinion. Some shit like that. Yeah, it might not be the case now. But I know like they were basically forced to do that most of the time. Gotta make sure those radio signals, gotta make sure that KTL FM can broadcast Soundgarden to you without your fucking toaster getting in the way. Need to hear Nirvana on repeat. We can't block the Russian number stations. Yeah. It's even more of an anomaly that a cosmic ray can fuck up your Mario 64 run with that shielding on there. You have to be one unlucky bastard. I don't think anyone's ever gonna experience that again. That guy truly won some sort of cosmic lottery. No mercy for this. This is the back, I think. It could have been. It was more likely than not like a physical, some sort of physical damage or some sort of altercation. That's not the word. Intrusion. My vocabulary is glitching again. So this is just the back. But they put the title on there. I wonder what the front looks like. They had a... See, this isn't a post-it note because they had to use tape. And they only had pink paper around. And they did a top left corner alignment here for the title. See, I'm talking about this stuff like people were making conscious choices, but probably in reality they were like, let me temporarily just grab this and do this. But storytelling doesn't have to be truthful. Festive pink. NBA hang time. Authentic. Cart only. Again, it's authentic. They had to make sure that you knew it was authentic. Because NBA hang time gets so many bootlegs. So many. Oh, man. What is this? Oh. Oh. My mouth getting dry. Let's see how much longer I could keep up. Got some pen here. Some kind of marker here. Now, is that a singular O? Wonder what that is. Was this an accident or was this on purpose? And then what is this? Is this the art? I'm not sure if this is part of the actual label. I'm not that familiar with NBA hang time. You got some pen. Nice pen. They said, fuck that. This is not kids to adults. This is no rating. The game is too good. Don't rate it. They said, no, this is not Nintendo authorized. It's laying on a nice fleece blanket here. So comfy. Reminding me of bedtime, which will be soon. I promise. Super Mario. Super Mario. What is this? What is this code here? Why did they include this? That's not the part number. That's mysterious. What is that? Acceptable. Super Manu. That's super hand. Super Mano a Mano. Super Ray Romano. Bowser's horn here. You got a little caca here. Maybe a little garlic sauce. Some kind of Chinese food here. Major lifting here. Or not lifting, I shouldn't say lifting. It's, well, the ink is lifted, not the label itself. A little bit of white crust here. Do a 4-point inspection. Got a little white hair here. A little white pube. It's this background reminds me of the seat covers I used to get for like my second car. Just Walmart aisle seat covers. Cause that shit was like from like 2003. Not even, like 99. Musty ass car. Get my allergies going when I get in and out. So you just cover the seats. Cradle my McDonald's fries. Reminiscing about crust. Wonderful. Super Mario. It's one of them. It's might be the first one. I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna write Super Mario. I know that's the top of the P and the U, so I'm gonna go ahead. You would be here. Super Mario. Oh yeah. Cool. Pretty clean otherwise. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's a tiny image too. EB Games, dude. This is crazy. I didn't know they used to do this. TS something G. This is a gamble, right? Because you don't know if you're getting Castlevania or you're getting Castlevania Legacy of Darkness, which is worth substantially more. I don't trust the employees to tell me if it was regular Castlevania or Legacy. I just don't. You might as well be gambling here. I don't see why they would have thrown this on a perfectly good label. Like on top of it. It doesn't make sense to me. I guess they must have had these, like a sheet, like a roll of these, in case the label was too fucked up to read. At least I'm hopeful it was like that. You know, these are pretty rare, actually. This might be worth more with the EB Games label. I don't think I've ever seen this. It's like finding a Funkoland sleeve. I'm kicking myself because I threw one out one time. And I like half-mindedly threw it out because I don't even remember doing it. Anyway. Anyway. This is a really low quality picture. It's like they took it on a flip phone. Funny enough, the 3DS camera was even worse than that. I don't even know why they put a camera on the 3DS if it was gonna be that bad. Yeah. I don't know if I'd hold on to this. Maybe if it was Legacy. Blast Corpse. Blast a Corpse. Nintendo 64. All caps. Authentic, tested. Condition acceptable. Yeah, this went through the blast corps, all right. You see some blast marks here. It looks like someone got their fingies up in there. Their little claws. This was owned by a cat. You got it all here. You got the crust label residue. You got scratch marks. You got... I think I see a little physical plastic scratch here and there. On a nice picnic table. A nice stained finish on the picnic table. I wanna live here. Just from this image alone, I could tell they're well off. They went up in life. They moved on up. They used to live in a trailer with fucked up N64 cartridges. And they live in a split level home in suburbia with a nice front with like masonry and shit. Some stone pads up front, right? I'm fucking straight up hallucinating. Yoshi's Story. I 100% authenticate this. Not 99, not 98. This got to 100%. Guaranteed fresh Rotten Tomatoes. Free shipping. Which is probably just added to the main price. But free shipping. Don't worry about don't worry about shipping. Just don't worry about it. It's alright. It's alright. Look at this. Oh. Crust in the dimple. That's what I'm calling this. This is the dimple. The cartridge dimple. Classic dirt up here. Yes. On these dividing lines here. Again, you see this. Wash your damn hands. There's no reason that dirt should be up in here. I'm standing by this. No dirt in here, please. Have some decency. Oh man, you see this dirt here? Just sitting here. Ugh. Yoshi, what happened to you? It's funny that they chose pink Yoshi to go on the front of the label. It was his time to shine. Player's choice. Someone chose to do this. You got a little push in here. A little bit here as well. See some scratches here. They look like dents. This shit was in a fender bender. It's almost free. Here's the window. Please. It was like Toy Story. It fucking jumped out. Mario Kart. 97? Yeah, it was 97. Authentic poor condition. Oh. Poor condition. What is this? At least they were truthful. But what is this? What kind of damage is this? What happened here? Mike Wazowski? You see him? There's his eye. Yeah, it looks like melted. That might be it. It's like that Wu-Tang skit. You know what? take a metal wire, leave that shit on a hot stove for like a half an hour, then tss. Got some scratches here on the plastic. All around classic. Par for the course. What is this, paper? Got paper and then a nice eggshell wall paint here. Little dust here. Probably came off of the cart. Poor condition. They didn't mince words. They were upfront. They were honest. I commend them. Maybe someone can clean this up. Take it from poor to acceptable. Mischief Makers. Another all caps. Clean, tested, works great. Authentic. USA. They got the region code and everything. Acceptable. Marina. Marina is faded, but she's still here. M. But it's not for mature. It's KA. You can't stop her smile. You must protect this smile. Wonder what it's sitting on here. A sofa, perhaps? I think that's a keyboard, actually. That's like a chiclet keyboard here. And that's a glow from the screen. Probably not eBay.com, or else this would be like white. This is probably like the desktop they have open. Super Mario 64, authentic, OEM. OEM. Like it's a controller or something. Like you're gonna get a third-party Super Mario 64. A little unnecessary. But at least you're putting effort into your title. Rare. Oh, rare. Million players, million choice seller. Rare. There's at least 1 million copies of it, but fuck it. It's OEM rare. No, actually it was Nintendo that developed it, not Rare. They're mistaken here. Condition. Good. Good. Good lord. Yeah, I guess that's water. You can scratch good in here. It's sitting on... What's it sitting on? Is that a paper towel? Close-up of a paper towel? You can see the fibers here? Or is that like a shag carpet? Homemade label. Rat Attack. I have questions. Why would you go through... Why would you bother making a custom label and then not even cut it correctly? I understand it didn't take you much time because you just went and got clip art. Which, I kind of like it. It's not too bad. This was 2020, so it's probably not AI. You got Ratfink over here. Oh, look at his thighs. Look at, what is this? Nasty. Looks like a sack. And then a more cartoonish grumpy cat. Now, you made a homemade label for it. But I can't help but notice the original label looks kind of intact. So I wonder what the situation was here. Why did you choose to make this? They went and got picked out a font. Interesting. Acceptable. Maybe. EUC Pokemon Snap. EUC. I'm not familiar. Card only, free ship. Very good. I don't know, man. I don't think that's very good. What is this, a wall? Looks like wall paint? I don't know. Kind of looks like a map. Like it's like the beginning of like Avatar or something. Secret worlds. Maybe this is the map to the island where Snap was on. They did one try in pen. And then they said, you know what, fuck it. Let me get the marker out. Pokemon. Snap. There was enough label left for them to write on. I'm out of here. Mario Tennis. Art only. Level damage. They ran out of characters for the title, so they had to abbreviate. Acceptable. Ugh. I don't know why. My first thought was bathroom. Like some nasty, like moldy bathroom floor. This is like particle board or some shit. This is like a workshop, like a tool. Some kind of workshop or something. You got the grime. Again, I don't know how they're handling these to cause this, but it's nasty. You can see Mario here. He's mostly intact except the point of his nose. Ennis. Mario Ennis. What if your name was Dennis? All you have to do is put a D here. Then you're set. You're ready to go. Dennis. Oh, what's this? Oh, I thought that was hair for a second. I'm not sure if that's cracks, scratches. I don't know. That is definitely level damage. Here we go. Probably from the same guy. Cartridge only B? B? What's B? This isn't region B. This isn't European, so I don't know what B. B. Again, there's me the other day. But it's clip art. Oh, I know this type of label. I have these. They're just stickers you peel off. So I guess this was what was going on with the other one. It was mostly intact, but there's large parts of it ripped off. This background is like you take the roll of paper and you drape it for a background if you have a lot of stuff to sell. Like a photo booth type thing for your items. It's eBay stuff. You wouldn't get it. RE2. Authentic. Tested and working. Acceptable. Is this lighting? Is this red lighting? This looks like it came from Resident Evil. It was on the floor. And Leon stepped on it. Weird that it peeled off like horizontally. What was the situation here? Yeah. Damn, there's a lot of these. We're like 1/5 of the way through. I underestimated this. This might have to be a reoccurring segment. Tested N64 game. That's what this is. Tetrasphere. Free ship. You get a free ship too? You got a lot of negative space here, buddy. There's more negative space in this photo than there is of the actual item. Most of the label's intact. Mostly. You got this one spot here. This little thumbprint here. And then classic, you got letters that cross boundaries here. You wrote off of the label. You ran out of room. And you didn't want to do the little kid thing of putting the E down here. So you said, I'm an adult. Let me just keep on in the same direction. Very nice. Let me get a sody. Let me get up. Let me perhaps crack a bone or two. Maybe my spine. And I'm gonna get a sody. I have no idea what day it is. All I know is suffering. Suffering from my craft. Oh yeah. All I know is being made of goo. Suffering. Internalized suffering. All I know is Tetrasphere. All I know is having the driest mouth. Dry mouth season. I have to change. Things are gonna have to change. This mouth situation I got. This dry mouth. It's no good. It's no good. Things are gonna change. I can feel it. He's delirious. He's going. He's losing it. He's losing it. He's slurring his speech. He's off the shits. Go crazy. Ah! Go stupid. Bomberman 64. Card only, N64. Condition, acceptable 64. We got Pierre. Shout out to Pierre. We got Pierre in chat. Imagine how freaked out you would be. You're the one lurker in here and your name is Pierre. Oh my god, I'd shit myself. That would be crazy. B-Man 64. He's seen better days. This is him covered in soot. Got that little, I think that's like one of those little rectangular price labels. Perhaps. Although there's like a flower formation here. What is that about? I don't know what that is. Little chewing. Ooh. Excuse me. Nasty. Little chewing going on. A little push here. You know that push thing? It's like someone's fingernail. Push that in. Pierre, come on, man. Take care of your shit. Diddy Kong Racing. Acceptable. It looks like it was soaked in piss. Or coffee. It was probably piss though. Ugh. You gotta... it's like a layer of crust here. Like skin. That's nasty, man. That's like wet sawdust. That's like guinea pig piss and shit. That's some alfalfa in there. That's fucking... that's ass. That's rabbit ass. That's dirt and grime, baby. Get the toothbrush. That's the tip. Get an old toothbrush. Or get your current toothbrush that you're using. Use it. Retired. Go get a new toothbrush. You probably need one anyway. Then use the old one to clean shit like this. Dip that shit in alcohol. Beautiful cleaning. People don't realize the power of the toothbrush. That's why in like Full Metal Jacket, they have you clean the bathroom tile with a toothbrush. That was a good tool. They probably got shit done with a toothbrush. It's powerful, man. You clean your teeth with it for a reason. It's funny that people choose to do a capital first letter. Like if they were like writing a sentence. I say if you're writing the title, just do all caps. You know? It's a logo. That's right. Acceptable. I'll take it or leave it. Spunky's Dangerous Day. Good. Rocco's pulling Spunky away from danger, but they're headed straight into the label damage. You got this type of label going on. I think that label wrapped around at one point. I don't think it was like a thin label that went up. Yeah. Interesting what's going on here. with the red ink here. Like the red ink was better off than the black here. I wonder how that works. What do you have to do to get this outcome? What wizardry was involved here? eBay day is a very dangerous day. You got some white paint speckles here. Funny, I have a home improvement cartridge that has white. I think I got most of it off, but it had white specks on it. Very fitting. Transformers Beast Wars. Transmetals. Authentic. Read. Make sure you read. Read this. Transformers Beast Wars. I think this game is a little valuable nowadays. I think the game itself is just shit though. There were multiple labels here, huh? I went through generations of labels. My grandpappy before me put a label down. Nintendo 64 system. I can't come up with a story. I just don't know why this is like this way. Sometimes you can't explain everything. And this is a situation where I can't explain. Kudos for whoever owned this. Because I definitely would have dug my nails into here and made a little canal here. Definitely a slit like a credit card and just cut these, slit these. I know myself. I wouldn't have been able to resist doing that. Nintendo DSi matte blue system. Part number. Not sure if still works. He left a little note there in the title. No charger. 4 parts or not working. See, this is the lowest condition here. Or there was a lot of cartridges here that could have been this instead, but they chose to overinflate the value of their item. Oh, this is used and abused. There's regular wear, and then there's what the hell was this wear? This is like WarioWare here. What the hell? Even the regular wear is like severe. Some of the blue is like coming off. There's like white plastic underneath. Damn. That's tough. Sitting on some Cheez-Its here. I guess it was like packing tape. Maybe that's tape still on it. I'm not sure. It's not high def enough. Would not buy. Gold version. Yeah, it's gold. Tested new battery. They put a new battery in this cartridge. And they left it looking like this. Tisk tisk. Pokemon Gold. Underlined. Wonder if they did the black background first or second. Probably first. If you ever try to fill something in with black marker, you know, like, it's not gonna be even. So they just went up and down. And the ink just kind of like slides around. Very annoying sometimes. In this case, you're better off because there's less to clean off. These fucking games are so expensive nowadays. I have almost one of each game. And now they're worth like a loose card is like 100. Like, ugh. Ridiculous. I feel bad for people trying to get into it nowadays. Yeah. Pokemon Gold. More like Pokemon Black version. 4-game lot. NASCAR hockey. Olympic hockey, mind you. Tested. 648. What is that? What do you mean? Explain yourself. What is this? Is this an area code? What area code is this? What is this? Oakland? NASCAR hockey. More. There's more. We got Wallalay Country Club. Okay. All sports. I think this is Bass Fisher. I'm not 100% sure here. Blaster? No. I'm not sure what this is. My knowledge is lacking here. I'm not sure. Too faded. Oh no, sorry. Oh, it's sitting on like a hand towel. Nice. This might be a case where they cleaned it to the best of their ability, but didn't spend too much time. Or not. 4 games, none of them look very good. I wonder if he even knows what game this is. Wait, like new? You can't just say that. Come on, brother. You can't do that. This was the most egregious example today. Like new. You think that's like new? Putting you on blast. eBayer from like 8 years ago. You can't do this. I will find you and I will kill you. RoboCop versus the Terminator. Game card only. Tested works. The works are tested. Acceptable. You see this a lot. And I may or may not be guilty of this sort of thing. They just say, hey, I want a black cartridge. And I'm going for it. You take time out of your day and you do this. They're definitely like 11. Now, if you know anything about the box to this game, it's a special case. Literally. Like, the case is special. It's black, solid black packaging. It's molded plastic to kind of look like this. Special edition box. The front of the case is plastic, and then the back is cardboard. It's like sort of like a clamshell, except it's not attached. Both these parts aren't attached. And the manual gets shipped out folded in half to fit in there because there's not enough room. So maybe they tried to match the box at some point. Have a matching black cartridge with the black box. Or maybe they were just a menace and wanted to just graffiti their cartridge. Yeah. Whoever wins, we lose. Pokemon Stadium. For Nintendo 64 and 64. Cartridge only, no label. Condition. Acceptable. I believe that is masking tape. Pokemon. What a sad little N here. It's like an upside down V. Pokemon Stadium. Green markered and then wiped. Look at that. Wiped green. What in the world? Wood grain table. Possibly a desk. Acceptable. Yeah, I would just tear this. If I were to buy this, I would tear this right off. Alcohol. Clean this. Custom label. Except I wouldn't do that because number one, I'd have my original cartridge. And number two, if I didn't have it, I'd just buy a cartridge with the label intact. Maybe you're on a budget and you just don't care. You're extremely lenient with your condition. Boom, this is for you. Buy this. This is for your situation. Someone wants this out there in the world. An authentic. They made sure to put authentic first. Authentic 007 GoldenEye. Yeah, I'd say this gets customs. It is a candidate for bootlegging. Which tip, if you're trying to filter out Chinese bootlegs, if you're searching, for some reason they like to use the word card to describe a cartridge. So you put minus symbol card, and that'll filter out a lot of like AliExpress type things. Sig smell. Oh, at least they were honest. You think it was him, Pierce Brosnan or whatever his fucking name is? He was the one smoking cigs. Does Bond smoke cigarettes? I'm not sure. I actually haven't seen any of the movies. I know. One day. We got a store inventory number here. This is probably from a rental store. As evidenced by the void sticker. I hate that. This could come off with alcohol though, so. What really sucks is when this sticker is on here. On a label. Then you're fucked. I hate that shit. Ruined. You can see the dimple. You can see the innie. Classic game. Rare tested. F-Zero X. No, this is rare. F-Zero X isn't very rare. Not sure what kind of label that is, but there's some mystery writing here. What was this? I wonder, maybe they had, this was like a long strip and they wrote multiple titles on and they didn't have scissors. So they tore this to make multiple labels and then they slapped it on. This was something else. This was like an L or something. Man, it's dirty. The label's like peeling. This is like the plastic, like the sort of laminate that goes at the top of a finished label. That's what that is. Like the top layer. The top onion skin layer of the label. Mario Golf. Oh man. Cleaned and tested, damaged. It's cleaned, it's tested, and it's damaged. First of all, no, it wasn't cleaned. You cleaned the contacts. That doesn't mean you cleaned the whole thing. Because look at this. That's nasty right there. Mario Golf. As in, like, the Gulf of Mexico. Ugh. Luigi. You can see him staring at you. From across the veil. Luigi. Ugh. It was like piss stain. Got some label crust. You got some residue here. Residue evil. There's like a white plastic picnic table sort of thing. Can't tell if that's part of the table or if that's crust that came off. Is it bad if I have red dropped frames? It's probably okay. %. Oh well. Yeah, another case of the I guess this needs a name. What do we call this? I want to say it's like a Looney Tunes thing. Like Wile E. Coyote's rocket blew up in his face. You know? And a blank label. What's that about? Well, I'm spent. I think I'm good for tonight.